And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, a small rock, and upon the large rock I will build my congregation, Ekklesia, called out ones, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against her. I know you're asking, where is this? The church has little impact where I live, right? Trust me, I know this all too well, as I live in a city where mega churches cover the landscape. The city is the breeding ground of franchise churches built on the popularity and charisma of their founders. Yet our city spirals deeper and deeper into darkness. Crime is out of control, especially violent and gang-related crimes. Child trafficking continues to hit new highs, and drug addiction and drug-related crimes are skyrocketing. But in the 1st century through the 3rd century, the congregations of the Lord in the cities of the known world birthed transformation, impacting and reforming whole cultures. Until religion reared her ugly head and began to silence the bride through religious traps and worldly influences. Is the modern trend of the American church ordained of the Lord? I dare say no, and I base that answer on the fact that the Scriptures and the Holy Spirit Himself bear witness that the church is not meant to be led by man, but by Him alone. But imagine for a moment, what would our cities look like with a congregation of believers who were actually being led by the Holy Spirit versus following the popularity of the preachers? Now, if the church were led by the Holy Spirit, our cities would be transformed. We would see a decrease in crime, poverty, and homelessness. We would see an increase in love, compassion, and understanding. The church would be a beacon of hope and light in our communities. Imagine what our cities would be like if every Christian were truly led by the Holy Spirit. We would see a radical transformation. The church would be a force for good in the world, making a positive impact on every area of society. The Holy Spirit is the 3rd person of the Trinity. He is the one who convicts us of sin, guides us into all truth, and empowers us to live a godly life. When we are led by the Holy Spirit, we are not led by our own desires or by the opinions of others. We are led by the will of God. When the church is led by the Holy Spirit, it is a powerful force for good in the world. The Holy Spirit empowers us to love others, to forgive our enemies, and to share the gospel with the lost. When we are led by the Holy Spirit, we are able to make a real difference in the world. If you are a Christian, I encourage you to ask the Holy Spirit to lead you. Allow Him to convict you of sin, guide you into all truth, and empower you to live a godly life. When you are led by the Holy Spirit, you will be a powerful force for good in the world. I dare say that hell is shaken as it witnesses a rebirth of the 1st century believers, those who prayed and mountains moved, graves opened, and disease demons were sent fleeing. Get ready, America. The remnant of the Lord is rising in cities throughout this nation, and Holy Spirit is establishing apostolic hubs where they shall gather and strategize as Holy Spirit directs them to begin tearing down the religious strongholds that have held this nation captive for too long. Our little church family has just begun a very powerful, timely, and encouraging series as to what we believe the modern-day American church should look like, a spirit-wind people. And everyone is invited to join us this coming Sunday, May 26, 2024, as we explore what a congregation of believers looks like and how they are able to birth a true revival in the region that the Lord has planted them. We are living in a very crucial time in a much divided nation. We must be willing to set everything aside and adhere to the call to be the generation that manifests as the sons and daughters of the Most High God. Are you willing to be that generation? Our Kingdom Gathering starts at 10:50 a.m. and we are located at 932 Edgewood Ave South, Jacksonville, Florida 32205. FYI, if you have a heart for worship, sing, play an instrument, are a prayer warrior, love to pray for others, and/or are simply looking for an authentic Christian community, you are welcomed and encouraged to come and visit us some Sunday. You can also check out our ministry at www.remnantwarrior.org. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share.